What is going on, IF Warriors? It's your boy Edward. I'm back, and now we're going to break down the 16-8. What makes it so special, so different? What's so good about it? Let's talk about it in this video. Stay tuned. Jumping into the first one, the 16-8 of all of the intermittent fasting protocols that you find out there is the best for building muscle and for retaining muscle. Now, this is not to say that it is the best for building muscle over all other techniques that you can use or protocols. No, intermittent fasting is actually not optimal for building muscle. But if you wanted to go that route, the easiest path to do it would be the 16-8. And the reason is because protein is absorbed more efficiently when you space it out. Now, with the 16-8, you can literally do 2 hours and 30 minutes in between each protein consumption, which will allow you to get at least 3 periods of consumption, which keeps you right inside that 8-hour eating window. Now, you can find any way you want to do this, but if you were to apply something like 20 hours of fasting with 4 hours of eating, it will be very difficult for you to pull that off. And even 1 meal a day, it will make it incredibly difficult, because although yes, you can get all that protein, your body can only absorb so much in a single sitting. So if you want to retain muscle or build muscle, but you still want to do intermittent fasting, the 16-8 is your best bet. Number 2, it's one of the better ones for beginners, because beginners tend to be a little bit frightened of the process of intermittent fasting and are scared of the thought of not eating for long stretches of time. So you're sleeping for 8 hours. So basically you've chopped off half of that. So you're not awake for so long in a 24-hour period. And yes, sleeping counts. Your fasting when you're sleeping actually counts. So when you start to think of everything and you realize that you can eat just a little bit after you wake up and just a little bit before you go to sleep, you start to realize, whoa, it's not that bad. And this ease of use comes from the long eating window that you get from the 16-8 method. So I implore you to use the 16-8 if there's a fear and you just can't pull the trigger on doing intermittent fasting. 16-8 is an incredible gateway to the entire process. Now let's talk about number 3 in terms of the 16-8. Believe it or not, and not a lot of people talk about this because a lot of people probably just haven't done as much research as I've done with intermittent fasting. But the 16-8 has the best research positivity results than all of the other systems that you can use. Better than the warrior diet, better than 1 meal a day. And the reason for this is because it's one of the more high frequent used ones in terms of studies. So when researchers are doing intermittent fasting studies, many of the times they choose the 16-8. This is also the one that's used during the early time restricted feeding studies. They use the 16-8 model. And during those studies, a lot of the times the results are positive in favor of intermittent fasting. And even when they don't do the early time restricted feeding, but do apply a 16-8 style, the results tend to be positive. Now, OMADs have positive results as well and negative results, but they don't have as many studies as the 16-8 model. There are so many 16-8 studies out there that it makes it more comfortable to know that the 16-8 is probably one of the best systems to use because of the data that we have. So if you want to feel comfortable and you want to be directly in line with the research, I would highly recommend doing the 16-8. And finally, one of the things that help the 16-8 is that the meal control is better. And I say this because many people undereat when they do intermittent fasting, and a lot of people sometimes overeat. But because you have 8 hours of eating, you can get the amount of calories that you need in a very spread out way, which makes it feel a lot more natural and close to what you were doing before you started doing intermittent fasting. This gives you the ability to have more awareness of what you're eating, and it actually helps prevent binge eating because you think your time is going to run out for your fasting, for your eating window, and also helps prevent under eating because you have so much time to eat. The 16-8 kind of strikes that perfect middle ground to ensure that you don't go too aggressive in either direction. Now, if you're wondering what the 16-8 is, it is simply taking the 24-hour time frame, cutting out 16 hours to fast, and 8 of those hours is where you can eat. Now, those 8 hours have to be consecutive. So for example, from 12 o'clock to 8 o'clock. That will give you a full 8 hours, and then after 8 o'clock, you don't eat anymore. But you can see how it becomes easy to do if you, for example, wake up at a certain time. It's just a few more hours until 12. You stop eating at 8, and then it's just a few more hours until you go back to sleep. It's not as difficult or jarring as you're perceiving it to be before you started. Patrons will be pinned to the comment section below, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.